People don't play music, just don't realize the rush out of when you walk up on that stage and people are looking at you, you're doing something that everybody can't do. And it just gives you a good feeling. I come from a musical family. My granddad played trumpet and violin. My dad played about 6 different instruments. And then my uncle played upright bass. He was a very good vocalist. And I inherited that from him. This drum head was on the first set of drums I ever owned. My dad was a pretty good artist along with being a musician and pretty much anything else he wanted to do. And he drew my name on it. He even put a light bulb inside my bass drum out of a beer sign. And when I played, I could plug it up and my bass drum head would light up. Got it framed, and it means a whole lot to me as far as my whole musical background. Grew up here in West Helena, which was fortunate for me in the music business. We had such a wide variety of really talented musicians in this area. And I got to be around a lot of them and learn a lot from them. Some of the people who inspired me to become a drummer were people like, like I said, Buddy Rich and Dave Clark 5, Charlie Watts. He's not a flashy drummer, but he's probably one of the all-time rock and roll drummers. Levon Helm, he's right from down the road here, is probably one of the most famous drummers there is. I don't know, there's just something about the making the noise, I guess. I don't know. But I just always liked the drums. It just caught my eye, and that's what I stuck with. Main thing, you get into playing the music, because that's your main thought process. And then you like to get out and watch the crowd, see what they're doing, because the band reacts off the crowd. If the crowd's energetic, the band feeds off their energy. If they're a negative crowd and you run into that sometimes, they just won't sit around and look, then the band really doesn't have a force to feed back off of, and it's kind of a killer gig. It seems like it lasts forever getting through it, Live wire band, and myself on drums, obviously. Lil Henry Edson, who is the lead singer, rhythm player. He's really got some pipes. He's really good. And like I say, he's just full of bull, man. He just gets the crowd going. We got a bass player, John Allen Pope. Now, me and Henry and John have been together 10 years. That's an extremely long time for a club band. And we've gone through several guitar players. Right now, we have Jimmy Rogers playing guitar, lead guitar and vocals, and he's really good. And right now, we got a good mess because nobody's got any egos in this band, and that's really hard to find. There's always somebody in there that thinks he's the star, and in this case, that's not the way it is. If you get in a band that likes to play their own material, that's a killer. There's only so many venues out there that like to have songwriter night or whatever. You can't make any money out of that because you've only got a small group of people. They care about going to hear somebody. They like to hear things that's been played on the radio. They hear it every day, and when they go out, that's the music they want to hear. I think it's great that you get the opportunity to play all different styles of music at the same gig instead of being limited. Well, the club owner come up and tell you, well, we don't want you playing any country here. And that's happened, and then you play another place, they say, well, we don't want to hear any rock and roll. And now you go somewhere and play, they just like hear all of it. We're just a fun band. We're a party band. We play good music, but we like to party with the crowd, and I think that's one reason so many people come out to hear us. I was in high school, I could play here 3-4 nights a week, never leave town. Well, now I got to get out of town just to play one night a week, you know. It's just changed that much. For one thing, this is really economically depressed area. You know, we lost all our industrial base back in the, I'm going to say, probably in the 70s, 80s maybe. Helena, now we're both one city, you combine them, but Helena is all over by the river. And the main street over there is Cherry Street. And that's what they're trying to revitalize. They got the Main Street program going, because now they got the Blues Festival, now they got the Wild Hall Festival, and now just last year they started Rockabilly Festival, you know, and a lot of times they have gospel festivals. I mean, it's really nice, and it's been well used. It's probably the best things happened in this area, positive in a long time. I mean, it really generates a lot of revenue around here for just 2 or 3 days. But if you come to the festival and you come back 2 months later, it don't even look like the same place, you know. This festival we have is so big, and people just like say assume it's that way here all the time. Well, it's odd, you know. It's supposed to be the hotbed of the blues, but other than the blues festival, there's no venues here to play blues, and there don't seem to be a crowd. Local people don't seem to really want to come out and hear it, you know. I don't understand it. I think the younger people around here really don't care about the blues, and the people, the middle class and the people my age just don't go out anymore. Austin was a hotbed for the blues. I think it's kind of mellowed a little bit too, but there are certain target areas that blues is really big, and especially overseas. It's probably more prominent overseas than it is here right now. Well, that's pretty much sums up my life. My name's Skeet Seaton. Like I said, I played music since I was 8 years old, and enjoyed that all my life.